Hello Internet, welcome back to our ToME Berserker playthrough. We're on episode 17, which it feels like I should be way further in the series because it's been almost a month of me playing. And unfortunately with only 4 episodes a week, it's just not as much content. 84 Arcane is not god-awful, but we kind of want to be... Oh, it lagged. Kind of want to be in a position where they can't cast at us from range the whole time. I mean, could you just take a turn to recoup? Do you really need to attack me immediately? Okay, kill it. I'm a little nervous being here, actually, because they are hitting us quite hard. And again, what we discussed in the last episode was that we don't really have resistances, particularly to things like lightning. We have 3% resistance or something. It's very bad. So, you know, they were hitting us with actually fire that time. Our fire resistance is pretty okay, if I remember right. Yeah, I mean, it's the lightning damage that's really worrisome. Let's look. What is our fire resistance? 6%? Never mind. We have terrible fire resistance. I mean, okay. Just need to keep our eye out for gear upgrades, I guess. Kill that thing. Still don't really know what those things are. They're listed as slavers, but they're obviously, like, not human. I don't know what race that is supposed to be. Like, look at him. I can't zoom in, but, like, oh, right there. Humanoid yich. It's a yich. I'm going to go with that. Maybe it's Yiddish. I don't know. I have no idea what that is, but it looks like a cute little goblin thing. I don't know. A furry. That's someone's fursona right there. Go ahead. Use the columns to get a little bit out of sight. Murdered. Pick up its blinding gale rune. We'll come down here. We'll try to regen before one of them pops around the corner. Godhira the Slaver. Now, a named one of these worries me a lot because they've been hitting very hard and very rapidly with their magical attacks, and it has 500 hit points, which means it's going to be probably minimally 3 attacks. So what we're going to do, I think we cone it, 202 physical damage versus 195 weapon damage. Let's just get an idea what that number would be. So this would deal 200% weapon damage. Let's just call it around 200. About 84 with an additional 12 acid, 13. Yeah, we should be using the weapon attack. I think will deal the most damage. We dealt 255 total versus this, which would have been 202. But it would have been a cone if anything were behind it, and it shatters shields, which I should have thought about, but it doesn't seem to have a shield. Now, we did take a fair bit of damage. We're going to pop our heal. And I do think we'll pop the regen as well, and then we will just bludgeon it to death before it really, gets to do anything else. Then we're going to back up here. Okay, we're going to rush over and kill this thing. Never mind, we have a teammate in the way. Enthralled slave is freed from the... It just teleported? I don't know what that was, but let's murder this thing. And now, hopefully, we can rest and recover our cooldowns and whatnot. And we'll press on. Here we got a gemstone. Let's pick up the axes and things. Just realizing I don't think that the named one really dropped anything. Maybe it dropped the iron war axe. I don't know. This great sword is the one we swapped from. So I think we can put that in a chest. Oh, it's just an instant transmog. Okay, sure. This as well was the dragon cloak. We got the cloak of stone, which I wanted. We'll just get rid of that as well. We'll transmog things again. I'm just going to trust the decisions that I made in previous episodes to hopefully they were the right choice, you know. So we can't transmog. We can transmog them. So why don't they automatically go into the chest? 16 gold from 2 of them. I thought they sold for 4 each. 12 gold for 1 garnet. 3 amethyst. Maybe I should be saving gemstones. I don't think we've seen anything with a socket in it. Can we use these? We can't. So just transmog them. If we need them in the future, we'll find them again. It's not a big deal. Do we pick up anything? Ring of Frost, 24% cold, resistance, 12% cold damage. Do we deal cold damage? No, we don't. So that's not super valuable, although the frost resistance would be situationally useful. Maybe we'll hang on to that. Move to normal inventory, and then if we come across frost enemies, I would like to keep some things in our inventory that would boost our various resistances, so that when we know we're going up against those particular types of enemies, we can swap to that gear, and then basically take less damage, right? That's the way we used to do things in old roguelikes. You would have a set of gear for like acid resistance that you would take with you when you really needed it. Mostly it was fire resistance back when there was hell in like NetHack. I think NetHack was the one with hell. But anyway, and of course World of Warcraft way back in the day when you would first go to what's that dungeon? Molten Core, the major raid at the end of the original World of Warcraft. You would take fire gear with you and fire potions and things because you knew, that there were a lot of fiery energy enemies and there's Ragnaros and things. Freed at least 30 enthralled slaves in the slaver's compound. So there was an achievement for it. Really kind of disappointing, actually, because the chaotic nature of this compound, I don't know how easy this is to get. I don't know, because for a while I was making an effort to save them, but they were just killing each other. Maybe it just means I saved them, but then they died later. Doesn't really matter as long as they were saved first. But whatever, we didn't unlock a class or anything. We did get an achievement. There are a ton of achievements for this game, like 2,000 achievements or something like that with all the DLCs accounted for. I really like achievements and unlockables in games because they give you a false sense of accomplishment. And it makes me wonder if there are more. I didn't mean to kill you. I meant to swap positions with you and I wasn't really thinking. I'm wondering if there are more achievements for saving slaves. Like, could we... Oh, you're still hostile? Get out of here. What's wrong with you? There must be another slaver around here. Some of them just seem to stay hostile. Maybe it's not always guaranteed to break them free. But yeah, there might be other achievements for saving additional slaves. You know what? I don't care. We're not going to really put energy into it. God, I hate that they can hit me. There's clearly a column between us. I can't move to my right either. Let's fall back and have them come to us. Cleave. I pressed the wrong button because I am dumb. It's fine. Get out of here, slaves. I don't want to murder you, but I'm also not kind enough to let you live. We'll go ahead and pop back out. There was a second. Yeah. Okay. Steel Mace of Massacre. Yeah, I mean, that sounds murdery, and I like murdery things, but looks like we're ready to head down to the next level. Transmog chest. Yes, that's fine. Go ahead and... oh, well, powered by arcane forces. We've tried already to give them, that quest giver, a pink item, didn't we? We'll hang on to it just in case. But I think they want a purple one. Like, do we have any... We don't have any purple. Like an orange. Was it oranges that were like the serious artifacts? Maybe they want a orange one that is powered by arcane forces. So we'll try to hang on to some. I know it's not the blue because we've tried that and it didn't work. So we'll try some of the other colors. Oh, hello, lava. Lava pit cannot teleport to this place. Blocks movement. Okay, and hello, named Bloodmaster. Small humanoid is covered in silky white fur. Oh, you're adorable. Its bulging eyes stare deep into your mind. Faction slavers. Neutral. Oh, are you... Oh, and there's a little... I was going to say, are you going to talk to me? There's a tiny speech bubble. I don't know if you can see that. So it's going to talk to us. It's going to say, hey, why don't you just leave? We're going to give you some money if you just walk away. And then I'm going to say no. And then we're going to murder each other. And I might die. And then I'll be embarrassed. So let's do that. Hello. Before you stands a small humanoid creature with a disproportionate head. Yeah, okay. What do we have here? Dwarf, I believe you have turned at the wrong corner. So it would seem. What's going on here? This is my ring of blood. Listen, you now have two choices. Since you do not look like slave fodder to me, I will offer to let you pay to play the game. If you feel you cannot take part in a slaver's game, I'm afraid you will need to disappear. Slavers, this is so wrong. Or game, I like playing. What's this about? I'm willing to bet if we play the game, we probably unlock something. But you know, I really don't like slaves in video games. So we're just going to kill this thing. You think so? Die. Well, you say die, but you're only level 18. I'm level 15. I am right up close to you already. Let's stunning blow. And then we will use our shout because it deals more damage than a bump attack. And then we will, we'll just bump you to death because you look like you're basically dead. You do have a shield, stunned kinetic shield. This is the shout that breaks the shield. Unfortunately, we've already used it. I did not really think about holding off on it to possibly shatter the shield. So I think we'll take a turn to, you're basically dead. How much is your shield for? Kinetic shield, it does not say. You have 121 health left. Let's just bump attack you. Another shield, huh? Bump attack, stunning blow. I was going to say, I would think that might be able to get through the... we did get an achievement, the right thing to do. I figured that would get through the shield, but till the blood runs clear, quest done. Hopefully we got some points. Did the righteous thing in the ring of blood and disposed of the blood master. In some playthrough, we'll go through this, but I really dislike slaves, and I'm playing for the first time, so I want to make the choices I would normally make in a video game. So it's not just about unlocks and things. So what did I just say? I was going to do something. Oh, did we get points for that? Let's look at our journal. It was the blood something. Till the blood runs clear. You decided you cannot let slavers continue their dirty work and destroyed them. I sure did. So are you guys free now? Oh, you're spectators? You shouldn't be spectating. Who probably paid a lot to watch this bloody game. I should kill them too. Why wouldn't I kill them too? Did we get... It looks like it gave us a level up. Did we actually... We did level up. Okay. So I thought it would give us something extra for completing the quest, but it doesn't look like it did. Unless it gave us something here, but I don't think that it did. Which is fine. Let's... Did this increase? It said about max... Can only be... Each level you gain 3 new stat points to a maximum of 60 or lower. Maybe we should bump it all the way to 60. I don't think we need to do that right this second, though. So we'll go ahead and put some points in those things. We'll continue leveling up our shout just because it is, it seems like a powerhouse amount of damage. And it, oh man, the cone gets huge. This is already a radius 8 cone, which is pretty dang big. If we look at our other shout, it's a 4 cone, which is half the size of that one. So that's pretty significant. And again, we're going to put points into Power is Money, because it will give us currently a +8 to our saves. And I'm willing to bet that that goes up significantly. Oh wow, it lowers the amount of gold you need and bumps that up to 22 for a resistance. It gives us a, we would have a +22 to our saves, which is like double what they currently are. Yes, let's look at our character sheet. If we had a +20, yeah, look, it would basically double our resistances. That's huge. Definitely want that. That seems like a really good... Maybe I'm misunderstanding it, but that seems super duper good to me. Do you give any passive benefits on me wielding it? I'm assuming those only apply when we use them as a weapon. I was hoping we would find something to put in this slot that would give us a passive bonus of some kind. Like if we look here, we don't seem to be getting any bonus from this. If I could just find one that says like on wear/wield, like this one says when carried +1 dig. But we've seen some that say when worn/wielded, you get insert thing. Oh, in fact, it says, I just pointed at my screen, you can't see it. It's right here. When wielded/worn, it gives all these benefits. So I'm looking for any kind of quiver type item that would give us any of those benefits. I don't know if they exist, but I gotta assume that they do. Everything else seems scrappable. You're not going to be better than my awesome steel battle axe, so I'm not worried about that. Let's poke around and see if there's anything. Nope, just spectators, huh? What is that? Slave control orb. Well, we need to smash that. Why can't I can't interact with it. Okay, that's disappointing. I thought I could smash it and free all the slaves forever. But I guess not. Let's use our Rod of Recall. I'm out of water and my throat is bothering me, so that's not great. Yes, let's just transmog all of that. It's not very important. We didn't get a lot of loot Oh, well, I guess that was just the loot from that final level. So we're still looking for a location east of a forest. Those are west of a forest. Can we go up this way? Oh, what is that? Passageway into the Daikara, which is exactly what we were looking for. Let's check. Any of you hostile? Anybody want to fight? Some snow. So I think the Daikara is the next stop. Is there any reason we should go to town before we do this? I mean, we could improve some of our equipment, although spending gold would lower that bonus to our resistances. Although we have a ton of gold. I would really like some more significant rings. I think that that's okay for the moment. Let's just pop into the Daikara. Not really sure what to expect here. Oh, it is just a very narrow passageway. Okay. And the music is like bells. I don't... Ah! Snow giant. Towering creature. Humanoid but huge. It wields a giant maul and does not look friendly. I mean, I'm pretty small because I am a dwarf, but I also carry a giant weapon, so come at me, bro. Smash, poke, poke. We actually didn't look for the level feeling. Did we get a level feeling? Seems fine. Okay. And there's a drake. Cold is... Oh, it's a storm, of course. It's going to zap us with electricity. Let's back up. Hopefully it gets closer. I was going to say frost ones are not concerning. We do have pretty good cold resistance. I think cold resistance was the one that we had really high. No? 18%? Man, all of our resistances are not very good. That's okay. They seem to be a little bit of a pushover. There's some fog over there, some Christmassy pine trees, and there's bells in the background. A lot of enemies over here. We don't really want to get in this area. Like if we rush forward, that's great. We get closer to the enemy. But all these ranged things are going to be able to hit us. So I think we'll back up and see at like how many of them come, and then we'll back over here. Which of course now exposes us to both sides. Okay. Oh, and there was an invisible bloke there. Let's pop our regen and save our heal for an emergency. And we'll try to kill the skeleton because I think he cast it at us. We should be using our shout now that I'm thinking about it because they're all stacked up nice and neat. Can I target this? I can. I just hit everybody, which is great. Why don't we try to confuse them as well? And then we'll go back to murdering. Kill him. Can we cleave? Nothing? We can. So we can cleave and hit both sides at once. So we'll just keep doing that. Yeah, this is fine. Oh, you're so far away. Why are you able to hit me? I'm around a corner. I hate that. I hate that there's no... They can hit me. So let's grab these items. Like 4 gold worth of stuff. 2 gold worth of stuff. Okay, Mr. Storm, please stop. Pop the regen. Wait for him to come around the corner. What are you exactly? Snow Giant Thunderer. A towering creature, humanoid but huge. It's the same message. Lightning crackles over its body. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the lightning. There's another one. Let's just wait. Wolves, I'm not really... Wolves aren't going to kill me. We'll pop our regen and save the heal for an emergency, which is what I should have been doing the entire game, basically. Cleave, pick some stuff up, kill the wolf, or warg rather, and kill the slimes. Cleave, murder, pickaxe. See, it's happening again. So you see here, can we scroll up? We can't scroll up. See these guys? One of them just lightning bolted me, even though there's literally a mountain between us. Like, there's no space here. You could not walk through here. So them hitting me from there at this range through a freaking wall, that pisses me off. That's, you know, we've been playing, this is what I say, episode 17 of this game. Really like ToME. This is probably the thing I hate the most about the game I've been playing, is that the enemies can hit you through walls. It's very, very irritating. It doesn't feel fair. And it just really, really just makes me angry that they're able to hit me. Oh, maybe because he can walk through walls, apparently. Why are you able to walk through the wall? I don't understand. Tiny, rocky ground. How did you get through the wall? I don't understand. Let's pop the regen, kill it. They're all moving through there. Maybe this is passable terrain. Can I walk through? I can't walk through it. What the heck are you? Xarin. Tougher relative of the Zorn. Its hide glitters with metal ores. So he probably can walk through walls. I wonder if he dug a path for the others to walk through. Mostly I'm just irritated by that. Maybe there is some explanation, but you definitely have seen it in previous episodes where things were hitting us. Yeah, it looks like something chewed through the wall there. Probably that Zarin, which is fine, but there were definitely some funny business going on there, and it really irritates me. So go ahead and... Oh, I thought his sprite was on this tile. That's okay. We're not in any real danger. We'll pop our regen, and we'll just bump attack them. And then we're going to back off and heal, because we have been in combat for a fair long time here. Okay, we'll cleave. That's not the cleave button. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Just something that's irritating me. I've been seeming to get hit around corners a lot in this game, and it's very frustrating. The video that went up on my channel yesterday, we had that issue with some drakes hitting us from like 6 tiles around the corner. That was very frustrating. Cleave. But anyway, that's really like the only thing I don't like about the game. Otherwise, really enjoying ToME. Seems well thought out. Seems like there's a lot of classes and races, which I really like. Seems like there's a lot of content. I know some of it's pay to play type stuff. It's an expansion pack that requires you to buy something, which I know a lot of people don't like. But honestly, people put their lives into these roguelikes, and I think that it's perfectly fine for them to want to earn a little money from it. Like obviously I play a lot of Cataclysm. There's really no financial benefit for the people who do Cataclysm at the moment. Let's try to break his shield. Didn't work. Let's pop our regen, and then we will just shattering blow or whatever. Like, yeah, there's no real benefit. Like Kevin doesn't... Oh, my throat just gave out. Kevin doesn't earn money from Cataclysm, even though it's a big project that he's been working on for years. That's the end of the level. It's very hard to see that. That's okay. Even though he's been doing it for years, there's really no financial incentive for him to do it. It's definitely a passion project. It's something he does because he loves it and because he has time to do it, I guess. Oh, you just spit right at me. Let's regen and wait for them to pop around the corner. We're going to actually stay away from that tile so they have to come at us in smaller groups. We'll cleave these guys. He does it because it's a project of his, and he's been working on it for like 6 years because he likes doing it. And, I feel like he should get something out of it, I mean, we have a bounty system in Cataclysm for people who code things that people want, but mostly it's not really used. Multi-hued dragon. Why are you in ice, though? Did you freeze your compatriot here by mistake? Drake Hatchling, it's just the same dialogue as the other Drakes. We want to stay around the corner again just to keep as many of them out of view as possible. Pop our regen. Bump, 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 bump. I should be using my shout more when they're lined up in a row like that. I keep forgetting. But I'll get used to it. You're such a jerk. What's the range on this? Pretty huge. This is a huge range. So we'll shout at them and then we'll back up. And again, let them come to us. In fact, we'll pop our regen while we wait. Okay, are there other... No, the other... What are you? Duathdlin. Under Shroud of Darkness, you discern an evil shape. Fearscape. So presumably we're afraid? No, that's the infusion. Okay, I mean, I assume you die like anything else. Didn't expect them to come in from behind us and block us off like that. Why don't we shout at them? Can I hit both? Not really. I can hit these two. That's fine. And then we'll turn our attention to these guys again. cleared them out, and I think that's probably it for this particular level. We'll go to Auto Explore. Expedition Journal entry, Daikara. Rel, Kornak, Fighter, and Expedition Captain. Nothing but hatchlings so far. Honestly, if this keeps up, we won't have enough dragon hide to cover a dragon, let alone cover our losses. I really spared no expense this time as well. Goran is one of the finest rangers I know, and Sotelost, his prices are exorbitant, but then what else would you expect from those money-grubbing dwarven thronesmen? I must admit, I don't know that much about Zan. The locals say there's no finer Wormick in the area, and I admit she is something special in combat. Now, if only she could turn her draconic talents to finding some dragons. So it looks like people are hunting for dragon hide, which presumably is valuable. And I think I should call the episode here before we dive into the next level. So I think we will call the episode. So hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, maybe consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. All those things help me out with my content. And I, of course, will be back with ToME content at least 4 days a week. And I will see you in the next episode.